And we've seen Colombia at times getting quite fiery last night, England getting really tested out. How did you feel the benches dealt with it? Obviously, they only pan to it every now and again on the TV cameras. What were the benches like? Were they getting that quite animated?
Well, yeah, I think from the English side they were pretty composed. I know that there was a period towards the end of the second half where naturally he made the changes that he needed to make. But in terms of the actual environment, it feels like, I don't know what your opinion was, but it felt like in the first period of extra time, England were a little bit rattled by what had happened. They'd had the concession. But I thought it was quite impressive that they managed to gather themselves a small bit, and they were probably the better team maybe for the second period of extra time. And again, I think, Kenny mentioned Danny Rose there. I think they probably used the new rules there as well quite well. They could make the 4 subs that they could make. And they managed to calm things down. Maybe Dyer was having a difficult time. They could put him into the back three. I was so disappointed by Colombia overall. I mean, they were completely wound up for the whole game. Not just the bench, but even some of the technical staff that was actually quite near us. I don't know. It was just the occasion got to them a small bit, and the English bench was actually a bit further away from us. The Colombians were slightly closer, but I mean, they seemed to sort of gather themselves and compose themselves in the circumstances. And I mean, I don't know, it was a strange game. I found it unusual because I thought we might be talking about, Colombia coming out to play, some of the strengths that England have, with the pace they have in the break would be able to capitalise on Colombia's ambition. And it was a completely different game. It was almost similar to Tunisia, with England trying to break them down for periods of time.
I think that James was, I know everybody said he's going to be a big position, doesn't play, but it was absolutely huge.